we're here to do a reading for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Mutual Energy. Thank you for joining us, and if you're new or returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. It does help the channel grow, and if it's helping you, we'd like to get the message out to help someone else. We're going to go ahead, as always, get started with the oracle cards for the counterparts. And I repeat again, if you could, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get an oracle card for the masculine. We have movement. Masculine balancing himself out, mirroring the energy of movement, moving the energy from emotional state to physical solid state. This horse is coming out of the water, putting movement onto land, coming out of that, right? So masculine may be coming out of his emotions, out of his feelings, kind of splashing around in that, and actually taking physical, tangible actions. So let's see here. Mutual energy. High Priestess of Fire. Follow your intuition. You both are mirroring the energy of action-oriented, passion, drive. Taking control, like knowing what needs to be changed, what needs to be acted upon, and creating change in everything that you do. Feminine, coming up as the warrior, being strong, resilient, even though being through a battle, still willing to fight the good fight. Been hurt, been down, been through some things, and still willing to show up and fight. Again, that beauty is shining through. For feminine here, let's see what's going on the interior. Outside, and then we'll do the interior. Sorry. If you're new, as I explained in previous readings, the first spread that comes out is the outer. The second spread that clarifies the inner world for each of the counterparts and mutually. Then we try and top it off with some love angels, romance angels, or Kipper, or whatever time permits, right? All right, so for masculine, let's talk about it. How we feeling? How we feeling today? What's this movement about masculine? Well, I guess that answered my question. Mutually emotional feeling, connection, a relationship, a partnership that meets on our emotional playing field. Again, coming out of that. Let me get a good shuffle for that. Masculine's definitely trying to move towards a relationship that he feels matches his energy, his energetic, emotional match. Let's get one more for masculine. Okay. Wanting progress in the relationship, wanting to eventually get to a place where it's solid and there to stay. It's planning. That wanted to come out. It's the tower energy. It's like maybe even shaking the foundation by forward movement. That's two cards of forward movement. Change, tearing down old foundations, chaos and destruction. It's Pluto energy. It's Scorpio energy. You're tearing down things to rebuild and move forward with something more solid, more direct and purposeful. And again, abandoning, abandoning, being that in that crossroads energy, not knowing which way to go. Oh, I feel like the energy is definitely knowing which way to go. The Knight of Pentacles coming up is telling me that masculine is wanting to plan, wanting to take things slow and move step by step. Wanting to start small on an emotional level, wanting to move forward, but when arriving to that destination, it's there to stay, it's there to last, it's there for further expansion and growth, not to decline, right? All right, so, okay, what is, oh, we have the devil, we have, what's behind that? Maybe dealing with a Scorpio or a Capricorn. It's like he's doing things behind the scenes to overcome some obstacles, something that has him stuck and bound. He may be stuck in a toxic relationship. Something has him in chains, codependent. Something that's controlling him. Something that has him kind of on his knees and at its mercy. So he's having a plan behind the scenes in order to show up strategically, trying to boss up, level up, get in control of his physical world. Again, more earth side energy. But then we had the Scorpionic energy, the Pluto energy with the movement, Scorpio or Cancer as well showing up. So, with the Seven of the Swords, strategically mastering, finances, getting things together, trying to communicate, trying to be fair, trying to not show too much emotions as well here, but all the while taking action. That's three kings, strategically behind the scenes, right? You can't see it. Nobody's aware or none the wiser about what's being done. King of Pentacles, mastering something very fast, making or even communicating back and forth, sending messages and shooting arrows. Now they say Cupid's arrows sometimes, but it should be sending communications. What is it? I want to say telepathic, but it's not telepathic. It's kind of like y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like help me out. It's coming fast because the rest is kind of cool, but it's like subliminal. There we go, subliminal communication, but not really showing much information. All the while taking action. Three kings: King of Pentacles, King of Swords, King of Wands, trying to move towards his Queen of Wands, his match, right? Look at that. Knowing that's what he wishes for and definitely fulfills, but only offering a little bit of emotion here with the Page of Cups coming up. But again, still kind of tied to something and needing to overcome some challenges there, but all behind the scene. Again, mastering up, leveling up, doing the things that needs to be done in order to make that forward movement. So he's actually gassing. It's kind of like I'm gassing up the car. I'm washing it up. I'm putting, getting cash out the ATM just in case. Gotta make sure that the bags are packed. Like making sure. Chariot wanted to come out again. Getting car energy with that. A lot of horse energy. Again, transportation, no longer confused. Yeah, I can see clear. Oh, wow. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Look at that. Yeah, it's some destruction is coming. Like, I'm very clear. Tower came down about what my emotional fulfillment is, what I miss, what I want to be working on, and what needs to be surrendered. I need to get stable and secure and take care of myself, invest in myself, and pour into my own cup, make it overflow in order to make a decision in love. And that's what he's doing. He's taking action. He's doing the things behind the scenes. He's leveling up. He's making decisions. He's moving forward. And balancing things out and walking away from things that no longer serve. And boom, there's your fourth king here. The Emperor was actually at the bottom of the deck when I had to reshuffle. So it's like he's stepping into his power. He's maturing emotionally. He's becoming emotionally stable. He's watching and learning and following his intuition in order to take a leap of faith, in order to take a risk, in order to chance again. No longer being at a crossroads because it was a burden. It was a burden. 10 of Wands to who? His Empress. He's gotten wise. He's gotten downloads and understanding information. Yeah, Scorpionic energy, disappointed, sadness, loss, and regrets, and seeing it's time for a change here. Okay, masculine. Okay, he's there it is. The Emperor and the Six of Wands. Ready to get started on this new journey, this new path. Okay, what else, masculine? What are you trying to tell me, masculine? Yeah, there's still some conflict though. Push and pull energy, struggle to move forward. Healing. So he's still trying to point himself, trying to create some type of balance. The fears that are coming up within masculine are needing some higher insight, which is why there's a pause, there's a delay until that clarity comes in. So there's still going to be some guardedness, some hidden emotions, some things that feel like that's taking place, but it's still the energy of that fresh start, new beginning, another ace. Feminine may be guarded, may be defensive, but masculine is still making head over heart decisions and missing certain opportunities in order to take care of himself. Okay. Sorry, I had breakfast and it's sitting on me. No, sometimes I don't have breakfast, but okay. So onto feminine. Standing in her truth, going with the flow, another ace. Only ace that hadn't come up now is the Ace of Wands. So there's still a level of control on the actions that's taken, but I feel like you guys are in that fiery energy, that get up and drive energy. Like I need to take care of this, I need to take care of that, I need to clear this, I need to clear that. Like making sure all the things are falling in line of what you need to accomplish, setting your goals, setting your intentions, and bringing things forward. Yeah. Okay. But I feel like you're sitting stable, even though it may be somewhat disappointing, not able to move forward, sitting there observing, watching, looking at things. As far as the warrior energy goes, I feel like you're fighting that. You're fighting through that. You're trying to be strong. You're trying to find some type of balance and temper that. Yeah, because you can't quite see. You're sitting stable. You're sitting solid, but you can't quite see what's going on with this connection. You're feeling by yourself. You're feeling in solitude. You're feeling on your own, even though you're stable. but it's like things are turning around to your surprise, because you'll be able to see the clarity. You are also manifesting some type of judgment to be made about how you feel, or with this King of Cups, King of Pentacles energy. Also watching what's going on behind the scenes. You're paying attention to that. You haven't been taking any action. You have been kind of sitting still and holding back. It's kind of like you're like, okay, well, I won't be selfish and I'll take this chance, but I'm going to take care of myself as well. It's kind of like I want what I want to come in. I can't just have it right here, right now. I'm a little disappointed and it's not moving forward on how I would like, but it's coming from a mature energy. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not, yeah, disappointment. Yes. But with the King of Cups coming out tells me you're being emotionally mature and emotionally solid as well at this point. You're stable. You're committed. You're not going anywhere, but you just can't see where things are going here in this connection, right? Let's see what else feeling. Yeah. It's like things shift when you give up, when you surrender. It's like you manifest your freedom. You cut yourself free from the things that kind of hold you back, and you're able to manifest your independence. You're manifesting your mental clarity. You're manifesting the connection to draw in, even though you can't see it. See what you're committed to, what you're tied to, what you're the King of Pentacles, like what you're obtaining, what you're being successful in. You want to move on to calmer waters. You want to build. You want to take a leap of faith. King and Queen of Pentacles here again with the energies like the masculine and the feminine are dancing around each other in the deck. Let's see. Even though you've been through some things, you felt backstabbed, you felt betrayed, you're turning that energy around. You're shifting away from that, even though it is disappointing. You're waiting for your investments to come in. Like, you know it's coming. You know what seeds you planted. You know, you just two cards of patience back to back. Just sitting there waiting, knowing that things will eventually mature. Things will eventually grow. Things will eventually flourish for you. Yeah, just going with the flow. The appearance of small emotions. Okay, so we have small emotions. Overthinking it, kind of stuck in your head about it. It's like, hey, rest your mind. Walk away from those feelings. You don't have to feel like that. Just follow your intuition. You already, see, you know that there's a deeper love than what's being presented. You know what's here. Be emotionally mature. Wait for things to show up for you. Even for yourself, let's just take out the masculine and let's look at it for yourself. Say you want for this love to show up for you, regardless if it's your masculine or somebody that you don't even know. Sitting here, understanding that, you're having to sit still. It's like, I don't want to have to sit still. I want to fight for what I, put in that energy. But again, that's not feminine energy. So let's keep that in mind. Feminines, they wait for things to show up for them. When in pregnancy, feminine, as a biological feminine, that's what happens. You wait for that baby to show up. You wait for that baby to grow and mature. You don't want to pull that baby out, because from a mother's nature, you don't want any harm to come to that baby. So you let that baby stay inside as long as that baby needs to stay inside. And then you go through those labor pains. You do go through those months of things growing and maturing and being healthy and getting stronger along the way. And then finally you have a beautiful, healthy baby. You have a beautiful, healthy relationship. You have a beautiful, healthy product at the end of all of that. So yeah, it may be showing up small. Yes, you may be overthinking it, but it's like, hey, you heal by turning your back on those emotions. Like, hey, it's not going to benefit you to be all sad about not having any movement or progress at this time. Just know that things are going as planned. Things are going to grow with time. Just be patient. Again, follow your intuition and be as emotionally stable and mature as possible. Just watch and wait. Watch what's going on behind the scenes. Just pay attention. All you gotta do is watch. I challenge most people that I talk to, and I'll say this: they seem to get easily anxious and want to take action or say something immediately. And I challenge them, and I don't say it just to challenge you. I say it to as what I do and tell to others. I challenge them to quietly sit. Pay attention like you're watching TV. Now, what will be your thoughts if this was a TV show and you're not actually here? Remove yourself from the situation and watch. This person is saying X, Y, and Z. This person is doing X, Y, and Z. Now, what's your take on it? You're not involved at all. What's your take on it? And they genuinely have a different perspective. Hangman energy. They tend to look at things from a different venue. Yeah. Continue to do your work. Continue to go after working on your wants, your desires, what you actually are yes, working on your wants, your desires, your strengths. It's like knowing your willpower, knowing your strength, knowing what you are capable of doing, how strong you are, how much you're capable of. You have the fierceness of a lion. You can control the beast within that lion. You can control that lion from going to attack and going from, I don't want this now. You have control over that. You have the will. You're strong. You're a warrior. So why, again, do I say, are you interjecting yourself in a situation that seems to be going along? It's very clear that it's going to shift and turn. You just have to surrender that energy. Like, it's not happening the way I want. Masculine's having that trouble moving forward, needing to heal and moving towards his wishes, and but it's because of this up here. It has nothing to do with the desire or the want. He's actually doing things behind the scenes and implementing changes and getting stuff together. He's not generating obstacles. He's not being combative with the feminine. I'm not getting any resistance. I get the slow movement. All right, mutual energy. Yeah. No reconciliation at this time. Both still kind of moving in silence, hidden emotions, not quite revealing things. Yeah. No reconciliation. You're just waiting for your ships to come in. Trying to move forward in a balanced manner. It's like you're watching. Sorry. Watching and waiting, right? Waiting for things to balance out in you guys' favor. You both are waiting for justice. You both are waiting for things to even out, for the connection. Yeah, you're watching. You're coming out of fears. You're coming out of your anxieties, the things that kind of kept you stuck in Ooh, woe is me. You're both coming out of that. You both want union, you both want growth, you both want expansion, you both are expecting things to grow here. You both feel the emotions, you both want to come forward and express it and want to nurture this by taking a leap of faith, taking a risk to build and communicate. It's but again, all the while getting stable, getting secure on your own, because I do feel a sense of solid energy from feminine. It's just that lingering small bit of, oh, why aren't we moving? Why aren't we going somewhere with this? Why are we not shifting? I get it. I'm the same way. I take that onto myself. I resonate as well, but from the standpoint of knowing what's going on, you have to get all the information. You have to be able to have that zoomed out perspective to even understand why you're not getting it, why you're not receiving what it is that you desire, why it is that you're not seeing the results that you would like to see here, like a return on your investments. You both are following your heart. You both are it's like you're releasing the past. Yeah, making head over heart decisions, making those tough calls in order for you to achieve long-term success, stability, wanting to create that new cycle again, deciding to walk away from things that no longer serve you, and actually doing it behind the scenes. You guys are both gaining success and victory over your burdens, anything that's weighing you down. Again, there's that fiery energy, the King of Wands, matching the High Priestess of Fire, knowing when to move, knowing when not to move, knowing when to stay silent, knowing when to watch, observe, and again, doing things behind the scenes. Again, more moon energy. Again, I'm getting water energy. Or you guys just may be very much in your emotions right now. We have Pisces and Cancer energy. A little bit of Scorpio too. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So that may be in your chart, your person's chart, or what else did we have out here? We had fire, we had some earth show up as well. So it could be any sign, but let's do some clarifiers and see what's going on the inside. Bear with me. Sorry, my phone needed to be updated, and since I'm not using it, All right, let's clarify the Two of Cups for masculine. Why is the two wanting to take a leap of faith? These two came out. So why is the Two of Cups here? Masculine, boom. I want to take a leap of faith. I want to take action. I want to move towards it. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Moving in silence, following your intuition. It's like I'm hearing I don't want to misstep. I don't want to misstep. I don't want any mishaps. I definitely don't want to mess up what I deem as my Ten of Cups. I see things clearly of what needs to change. Look at that. More scorpionic energy, sun energy, what makes me happy, what makes me fulfilled, and I see very clearly. I'm getting the downloads. Let's move on. The High Priestess knows all but says little. Very aware of what he's dealing with. So again, needing to move in silence, needing not to express it. But again, gradually flowing to it, right? Knight of Pentacles again is slow but steady energy. It's the tortoise winning the race versus the hare. Let's clarify the Devil. feeling stuck and bound, but not actually knowing which direction to move and how to move there again, methodically, slow and steady, protecting himself, keeping his guards up, keeping his boundaries up. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Wanting to overcome challenges, wanting reconciliation, wanting to invest, waiting for a return on investments, which came out sideways, so it's not quite there. But again, that's something that is being hoped for and wished for and strongly desired, right? Let's clarify the sun. Clarify the sun for masculine. He wants equal give and take within the connection. He sees clearly. He needs to put in what with this connection. Let me rephrase. What he puts in, he gets in return. So that clarity is coming in. He's no longer confused. He knows how to reciprocate, about reciprocity within the connection. Very aware, and missed opportunities to keep things fair and balanced. Again, turning his back on having a new cycle and getting things started, because he was holding himself back, waiting to overcome certain challenges regarding Ten of Pentacles, or overcoming challenges so things can last and be secure over time. But clarify the Seven of Cups. Overcoming those challenges. That's why there was a walking away. He had to turn his back on emotions, having to I strongly get masculine has walked away from things on an emotional level, overcoming I feel like I'm the victim, overcoming I feel I deserve this, I feel entitled, I feel like these are internal feelings. I feel like needing to overcome that what do I want, and even going back to this, seeing things clearly, knowing that you get what you give. So if you feel like you're the victim, fine, you're the victim, but so is the counterpart in the connection. So it's kind of the same thing, wanting again, subliminal messages with the Eight of Wands and the Moon, wanting to send that information that I want this to last. I want to build for the long time. I want to be strong. I want to have courage. I want to have willpower. But again, I'm still waiting for things to shift. I'm still waiting for that shift. It's like being patient. Again, both energies, having struggle internally, wanting a new cycle. It's kind of like a push-pull. This is just a tidbit of information. Might be fighting over a car. The Magician with the Devil, manifesting his obsessions. It's like manifesting something toxic, though. Let me see. It's like he's no longer at a crossroads. He's for sure. Yeah, okay, there it is. It's like his obsession. He's feeling impatient. He's wanting that new cycle. He's kind of having that I want to go for it, but I can't. I got to move slow. I'm going to move, but this is going to take forever. It's still knowing that it's like, oh, God, I'm going to have to do this the right way. I know I need to take a step forward. I need to control my actions when I take leaps of faith, when I take risks, when I take those things. I'm going to have to move very slow with this. I'm going to have to be methodical and nurturing in the same sense of what I'm moving towards I can't go charging in. Yeah, it's like the Chariot. He is. I feel like he feels like he's sneaking away from things in order to get to calmer waters, and even to move away from something that was mentally conflicting, something they kind of sabotaged him in some type of way. Masculine felt like he needed to be on his own. That's why, again, in order to shift things around and things to come in, he needed to have willpower and courage in order to attain that stability. But it's definitely the aspect of wanting to move away from something that kind of sabotaged him on a mental level, as well as doing things in secret, kind of sneaking away. He may feel like he's doing that in an aspect, but it's like it's still him doing things behind the scenes. Clarify the star again, wanting, that's his wish, that's his hope, to shift things around, to get a new beginning started, and come rushing in. But again, there's conflict about what he's abandoning and what he's going to tear down in order for his own independence, for his own solid, stable security within himself, for him to stand on his own 2 feet. Again, definitely a lot of hidden emotions about that, which is why he's kind of waiting some things out, holding, again, with the strength card here showing out. It's right here, strength card. Showing willpower, showing courage, showing strength, and within a situation, fighting through that, but still moving forward, regardless of the conflict and issues that may arise. That tower energy bringing forth that change for masculine. Let's clarify the 5 of Cups for feminine. Yeah, tower moment. Disappointed. What's with the tower moment? I want to say, and I'm going to go out on my intuition and say this tower moment is directly from whatever's going on with masculine, and you're trying to protect yourself from. You're guarded. You're open to communication, but you're guarded about whatever is taking place on the masculine side. You're defensive. You're making head over heart decisions, and yeah, you're quite disappointed in what's taking place, but you're defending yourself over it. Yeah, because you have been abandoned. You have been left out in the cold. You do feel, yeah, it's you want to abandon the fight. You don't want to be involved in any conflict, competition. You are trying to heal. You are also trying to rest and recuperate. You are also holding back and resisting. You want what you want, and you're trying to manifest it. It's like you're definitely, you're kind of feeling stuck and bound to what you're trying to manifest as well. But you're being patient, and again, exuding strength and confidence as well. Look at that, behind the waiting 3 of Wands. Let's clarify the Hangman for feminine. Clarify the Hangman. That's too many for sure. Clarify the Hangman. Yeah, hermit mode. It's like you're stuck alone, having to be strong, having to get more insight, get more wisdom, being withdrawn, being and internalizing a lot of things, and trying to find some type of darkness again, all the while being emotionally mature. Like I said, it's like you're resisting how you truly feel, and you genuinely miss masculine. You genuinely want to indulge. You genuinely are committed. You genuinely want to nurture and grow and expand this Empress energy. Yeah, you're very confused. You're standing in your truth, and you definitely want to move forward. but it's like you're at the level of a page. Page of Pentacles popping out. All right, clarify the Wheel. You're trying to manifest. You're trying to turn things around. You're trying to shift some things. Yeah. You're trying to manifest coming out of the cold, being stuck and stagnant. Not, yeah, you want what you want. You want what you want. You want to bring it in, but yeah, because you're holding on to your Ten of Cups. You're holding on to it. You know that you don't want it to leave you. You know that you don't want to let it go. You have a strong desire for it. Again, all that backed by the devil. It may be an obsession, may have you blocked, may have you kind of stuck. Your obsessions may have you stuck, which is why, again, to turn things around, you must surrender it. Don't try to manifest it. Collect information during these changing times while things shift. I do feel a lot of movement. I do feel a lot of passion. I do feel like actions are taking place. However, I will say this to you again, feminine. You have to tap into that intuitive part of you that knows, say, hey, I'm going to get a return on my investments. I'm not going to keep showing up here every day with this basket thinking that it's going to be time to harvest my crops, because if it wasn't ready yesterday, it's certainly not going to be ready today. Things do change overnight, but certain things, when it comes to growth, again, it's not something where you can go in every day. Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Surrender that. I do get that. You have, again, courage, willpower. You are driven. You are fiery. You may be a fire sign. I'm getting Leo, Sagittarius energy here. Gemini, Virgo, Pisces. And more Sagittarius energy again. With the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, it's like you know what's coming to you. You're driven. You have the power. You have the fight in you. You have enough fire in you to go get it. But again, you have to release it. You have to surrender it. Outwardly, you may appear to be surrendering it, giving it up, but internally, you want to heal it. Again, there's certain conflicts because, one, the small amount of emotions. You may even feel like you need an apology over the heartbreak, the pain that you feel. It's like you still feel some type of pain. Look at that. It's like the force is driving you, and I'll show you. The force is driving you to look that way. The Knight of Wands is like pushing you to look this way, but the same direction the Knight of Wands is pushing this King of Wands to look that way as well. So it's like you may want to look the other way from it, but you know how you feel as well. Your heart doesn't lie to you intuitively. The Queen of Cups follows her feelings, her emotions, her heart, and she knows what she feels. She knows how she feels, and it's like, hey, even though you feel like you need to run this way, your heart is going to follow you. How you feel is going to show up, and you're going to have to deal with that. And if the feminine is running away, the masculine is chasing her. It's going to follow her. Like, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I want. This is, expressing those emotions, showing those emotions. So you can only get so far with that. Okay? Hurt or not, just deal with the pain, accept it, understand it, and carry on. Figure out how to overcome it. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles for a feminine. Yeah. It's like that's your investment. You're trying to water those plants. You're trying to take care of yourself for this new startup, for things get started up. You have to invest in yourself. You have to take care of yourself in order for you to even have the passion and drive to go forward. So again, following that heart, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups and Empress. You know, follow your heart and what you're trying to grow, what you're trying to give birth to, what you're trying to give life to. Put your heart into it. Stop worrying about it's like you're patiently waiting for success. But it's like you know what you're trying to create and what you're trying to bring forth. So, Temperance, there's the Empress again. Being patient. It's like you're nurturing it, you're trying to make it grow. You definitely feel impatient. You feel like you don't have enough willpower to wait for things to come in. You want to come out of the stagnancy again. I feel like internally that's where the conflict is coming in. And you want to come out of the cold. You feel like you've been abandoned and somehow out in the cold. You have it, feminine. I assure you, you have it. You just got to, again, look at things differently. Look at what's going on and take yourself out of the situation. Is what you want worth that fight? Are you strong enough to wait for it? Let's see, Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're focused on your work, but I think you're looking for a sign, any show of sign, a small piece of emotional expression, even a small bit of communication. You feel like maybe some type of success, but you're trying to reconcile that with what you actually believe, and you know that it's not going to work, and you know that the masculine is actually burdened, carrying a lot of things right now. You know that. So again, that's why you're holding back. That's why you're focused on your work and following your heart, because you know that it is. Yeah, and you just needing to surrender. Ten of Swords again right here. Where'd it go? Ten of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Wands. King and Queen of Wands came out. You want what you want, but you're stuck. And it's like you're seeing things clearly, like you understand that. You have a clear understanding of why you're stuck. You're just fighting yourself through that. Why things aren't moving along, why things aren't progressing. You're clear about how you feel. It's just you're still heartbroken and it's keeping you stuck and bound. Your pain is keeping you stuck and bound. You're going to have to fight through that and create some type of change for yourself. You're going to have to make a tough decision about this relationship. And it's like, hey, you want to hold on to what you got, right? But you don't want to be patient. You still carrying residual pain. And you don't want to move through what is actually happening. So how you going to get to the other side? One moment, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. But to clarify the Strength card, we had the Three of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords. Couple things here. Maybe working out of fear, maybe trying to build in fear, but again, outwardly trying to have that confidence, trying to exude power, force, willpower, and all this other stuff, but internally it's like you're kind of working in fear. It is blocking some of your forward movement here, feminine. I know it's not what you want to hear. you're blocking some of the forward movement and potential for growth. You're kind of stuck in your head, overthinking about committing to what you want, missing. It's like just surrender that and then follow your heart, follow your heart, follow your heart, follow your heart. Can't say it enough. Needs to follow your heart. Be strong enough. Fight through all of that. Fight through the fears. Fight through the pain that is still lingering. Not saying that you're operating out of pain and fear, but it's still present. It's still coming up. But we do still have Empress coming out twice. Emperor and Empress. I didn't notice it here, but Emperor and Empress here. And then if we notice, as we notice for the masculine, we got all 4 queens showing up and the Empress. So you are well into your power, and you just have to follow your heart and work on it. Boom, there's the Emperor as I was speaking on it. You know. Let's move forward. Let's clarify the Three of Cups in reverse. Clarify the Three of Cups. Let's see, Seven of Cups. You both are, I'll say it's 2 couple different ways. No reconciliation, but you are strongly desiring this and daydreaming about it. You strongly have a lot of feelings surrounding the situation, and it's like you're obsessing over your options and trying to go over your head and all this other stuff. But again, it's something that masculine is actually moving, like taking action towards and taking a risk, but it's also something that feminine is feeling through, whether it be mentally or emotionally. Masculine's physically and actively moving. Feminine is mentally and emotionally moving through that. And again, both kind of sad about missed opportunities, things that didn't take place, things, kind of didn't go the way you thought, actually needing to make a judgment call to balance the scales. Again, trying to get that mental clarity to have that new beginning and make clear, concise decisions and judgment calls. My ears are severely ringing. I'm getting, you may be stuck in illusions placed forth in by the devil, by someone that's trying to keep you guys where you're at, trying to keep you stuck and bound, trying to foggy the emotions, trying to change how you feel, manipulate how you feel. Yeah. It's self-sabotage, ego. Yeah, and it's like, you guys are waiting, but you feel like hold on, I'm trying to get through the ring. It's very loud. It got loud. It's Cups, transformation, new beginning in order to change. Doing whatever it takes to get this new beginning and bring forth a change. You just waiting. You're waiting, and if it takes you guys having to be patient, you're willing to do it. It's not always a negative thing when that Five of Swords comes out. It's not always ego. It's not always mind games and tit for tat. Sometimes with these cards, when they match up and they link up, it's showing doing whatever it takes in order to have this new beginning and bring a change about. You're doing what it has to do. You're following your intuition. High Priestess of Fire gives me King, Queen of Fire, King, Queen of Wands here and here. Knowing what actions to take, knowing when to move, knowing when not to move, knowing what you want, knowing how to get it, doing it with power, integrity, and action, being driven behind what you want. So it's definitely something that's showing up. You want to hold on to it. You're holding back. You're exerting some type of control, even though it breaks your heart. Even though it kind of hurts. Yeah, and it's perceived hurt. Three of Swords sometimes to me isn't always sorrow. It's how you perceive it. Your mind controlling how you feel. It's like you think you feel a certain type of way. Like, I feel like I'm hurt. Well, you think you feel you hurt. Saying, in the aspect of, oh, you're just disappointed. You're not actually hurt, right? Clarifying the Page of Swords, we had the Hierophant and the Ten of Wands. It's like you're trying to have faith. You guys are trying to move through it. You feel weighed down by the lesson. Feels like it's a heavy lesson to learn. It's something that, yeah. Again, it's the lesson is making the decision to miss the opportunity, hold back from the relationship, and wait for it to come in. Clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you went from the Nine of Swords to the Eight of Swords. You guys are overly in your head, trying to come up with clarity and to reconcile your thoughts. Your mental is what's needing to be balanced out. Yeah, things are unhealed, wanting to come together, grow and expand, wanting union, but things have not healed. And you won't, it's like, there's not really optimism surrounding success. It's like you've lost some type of hope for success here. Wanting to come together, wanting union, wanting to lay that foundation, but again, not quite hopeful in things being successful. Again, sending, subliminal messages, matching each other emotionally, holding back, and still waiting. Clarify the Empress. Waiting. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Following your heart. Queen of Cups. Holding your emotions back. Staying independent. Being on your own. All the while waiting for the relationship. Clarify the Six of Cups. Blocking out your own happiness. Wanting a fresh start. All the while blocking forward movement. You both mutually are doing this. You have a lot of emotions, trying to exert control. You both are trying to follow your heart. Clarify the Emperor. Follow your heart and healing. Doing the rest. Taking a pause. Making the tough call, making the decision. Again, judgment call to indulge oneself and miss an opportunity to come together and be solid. Let's get romance angels before we run out of time. I'm going to try and do one each because I don't like to go over an hour. Let's get one for masculine. Got two. Worth waiting for an attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment. Yeah, enjoy the moment. Enjoy where you're at. Enjoy it. But it's also feeling like it's worth waiting for. Enjoying the part of the journey, right? Chemistry that's strong, magnetic attraction. Here it is safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all. That's why I'm saying follow your heart. Feminine heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Definitely maybe a conversation would be beneficial here. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and it says keep an open mind. So basically here, just kind of wait for it. that anticipation is breathing that fire that's going to project y'all forward. So that's pretty much all I have for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. See you guys later.